Let's talk now about l'articolo indeterminativo, the indefinite article. The Italian indefinite article is the equivalent of the English, let me write down, like a man, a car, a professor, or an apple, etc., etc. So we have in Italian, unfortunately, not only two forms, but we have four. And we have two for the masculine and two for the feminine. So remember, gender is extremely important in Italian language because you have to choose all the rest of the words based on the gender of the noun. Let's see this. So we have, first let me give you the article. So as I said, for masculine we have two articles. One is un and the other one is uno. And for the feminine we have two articles as well, and one is un with the apostrophe and the other one is una. Okay, so the first thing that you have to recognize is the gender of a noun. Let's say you want to say, like a man. What is the word in Italian for man? You always have to start from the noun. So what is the word in Italian for man? As you know, is uomo. Okay, so uomo is masculine or is feminine? Uomo is masculine. So since uomo is masculine, the only possibility that you have is un or uno, because you have to choose from the masculine row. In this case, we have a row. Okay, so uno or un. Let's take, like instead, donna. You know that donna is woman, and so is feminine. So the only possibility for you is to choose from un with the apostrophe and una, because un and una are the indefinite articles for feminine nouns. Okay, so every time you have a word, a noun in Italian, and you need to use, as you already know, an adjective, but also an article, you have to check for that gender. If, in this case, the gender is masculine, the only option that you have is between un and uno. If the gender is feminine, the only option that you have here is un with the apostrophe or una. Now let's move ahead. So with uomo, for example, we understood that we have to choose between un and uno. How can I choose between un and uno? Okay, I'm gonna tell you now exactly what you have to do. You have to check not only the gender of the noun. This is the first thing. The first thing is to check the gender, but then you have to check the initial letter of the noun. Now, uomo starts with a vowel, so uomo will use un. So the result will be un uomo. Donna, in this case, starts with a consonant, and the only possibility for feminine noun starting with a consonant is una. So una donna. Now let's make clear, like this rule. So we use I want to start with uno, so it will be easier. I can use uno only for masculine. That is clear because you see uno is connected and masculine. So the first thing that I have to do is to check the gender. If I have a masculine noun, I can only use un or uno. When I use uno if the noun starts with z, with a combination s plus consonant, or with ps. Okay, so I gave you an example. I use uno, for example, with a word like zio. Zio is masculine, and no, zio means uncle. Zio is masculine, and no start with z, so it would be uno zio. And uncle in Italian is uno zio. Now, S plus consonant. A word, you already know a few words. Let's take studente. Studente is a masculine word, ending in a, since the feminine is studentessa, like professoressa. So studente is a masculine word, so has to go here. And since studente start with S plus consonant, because ST is S plus consonant, studente requires uno. So it will be uno studente. Let me give you another example with S plus consonant. A word like sport. You know that sport is an English word. So sport is for sure masculine. Now, since sport is masculine and start with S plus consonant because SP is S plus consonant, if I want to say a sport in Italian, I have to say uno sport. Okay. Now, let's just take an example with PS. A word like a psychologist in Italian is psicologo. So psicologo is masculine, you see, hence ino. And so the only option that I have is uno because psicologo starts with PS. So if I want to say a psychologist, I have to say uno psicologo. Okay, so when I use uno, let's repeat. If a masculine, remember masculine noun, starts with Z or S plus consonant or PS. Okay, now when I use un in all the other cases. So for example, uomo starts with a vowel, so it's not Z, it's not S plus consonant, it's not PS, so un uomo. Let's take another word that is masculine. Book, in Italian, libro. Okay, so libro, that is masculine, but it doesn't start with Z, S plus consonant, PS, so I choose un libro. Let's take another one ending maybe with an A instead of O, but masculine, like what? Like fiore. Okay, fiore is a masculine word. Remember, it's ore, like a torre. So it's a masculine word. I want to say a flower. So fiore is masculine. Doesn't start with Z, S plus consonant, PS. If I want to say a flower, I have to choose un. And so on. Okay, now, what about feminine? The feminine is easier. Okay, so you use un apostrophe or una only if the noun is feminine. Okay, let's start with un. No, let's start with una. Okay, When I use una every time I have a feminine noun starting with consonant. So that's why we add una donna, since donna is feminine and donna starts with D, and D is a consonant. Let's take another word, penna, okay? Penna. If I want to say a pen, penna is feminine, so penna starts with P, and so I will have una penna, a pen. Now, let's take another word, feminine, or let's say cantante. Okay, this is an interesting case. Remember, cantante works for man and works for a woman. So, can be masculine and can be feminine. So, let's go back. Let's say like, I want to say a male singer. So, I know that in that case, cantante is masculine. Since cantante does not start with Z, S plus consonant or PS, I will put un cantante. But now let's go down. Cantante as a female singer. So in this case, cantante, even if you write in the same way, you know that it's feminine because you refer to a female singer. So it would be una cantante. So when I use una every time that I have a feminine noun starting with a consonant. In this case, I have D, I have P, I have C. When I use un with the apostrophe, when I have a feminine noun starting with a vowel. So, give me one word, a feminine noun starting with a vowel that you already know. You know attrice. So if I want to say an actress, I have to say un'attrice, since attrice starts with a, English a, that is a vowel, or amica. Amica is a feminine noun ending in a, English a, so starts with a vowel. You see, with Italian a, English a, starts with a vowel, so the only possibility that I have is un with the apostrophe. So it would be un'amica. And when you pronounce, you have to pronounce in this way, as if you're reading only one word, un'amica. Okay? So I hope everything is clear.